I'm trying to hear what you're telling me, but I didn't hear it.
When you got me at 2%, I don't know what to tell you.
That's true. There is room to go down on that.
Hey, I got you at 7%.
I only have him at 60.
Hayes, I have you at 100%. I got you, man.
Good.
I have Pete and Spectre at 69%.
I have to adjust everyone all the time because everyone's volume just constantly changes randomly.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean.
That's kind of also.
I know what you're trying to do, but you actually sound the same when you do that.
Yeah, my mic's pretty good at the distance game.
All right. So when last we left off, Hayes, you threw a bunch of zombies off your boat and onto the back of the Leviathan, and then it dove underwater and made a whirlpool.
What? I did?
No, they attacked
No?
while he was touching their ship.
Yeah, I didn't send any zombies into the water.
Oh, that's even better, because then I don't have to calculate how many you lost.
Yeah, I didn't. No, they didn't go from into the water. The hell, no.
Great. Anyway, he's underwater, and there's a whirlpool. Since I have no recollection of where we left off as far as turn order, we will go with it is your initiative. There is a whirlpool.
What does that mean?
It is our initiative. He dove and we ended.
Perfect. Oh, I used the weather gauge to make the original whirlpool. I don't think I have another one. I don't. All right, who wants to roll the weather gauge?
I can do it.
North.
What's the roll?
Just a D6.
South, I guess.
Okay, the wind is blowing from the south.
If weather is ever a problem, let me know.
If weather or if wind?
That's a good question. Let me check.
So as soon as this is something we want to sail away from.
I would think so.
Or we go into it like in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm.
I forget what happens then. Do we go in Davy Jones' locker if we do that, or do we? What?
No, we go upside down and we end up in the afterlife.
I believe it ends up with a portal, and then you end up in World War II or something.
I hate sand.
Yeah.
Well, the whirlpool looked like it's pulling stuff towards it.
Yes.
Well, I set the crew about making some of my mines into time charges, and then I'll turn and sail a little closer, drop a couple, and turn and sail a little away.
Okay,
So,
give me your exact.
Let's go clockwise. 2 anti-clockwise. Discharge a mine. Out the starboard, yeah, back. Yep. And then forward 5, I think I can go 7, right? Yep. All right, yeah, and then I'll let him pull that in with his whirlpool and blow himself up.
All right.
I would suggest not being in the whirlpool. And if you guys have mines, drop them.
I don't, so for the Dutch Courage, I'll just rotate counterclockwise 1 hex and then full speed away.
So that is, in fact, all weather up to and including wind.
Awesome.
What's the Dutch Courage's speed?
7.
Okay, yeah, we'll go 7 away.
I think we're all 7 except
And then
for
rotate
Hayes.
to the north at the last one. Yeah.
Get me out of there, Chief.
Voodoo's not
Fine.
here, so just have him copy the Dutch.
So starting in the
And he
whirlpool.
does have mines, so. Well, actually, no, he can't drop his. He'll hit the other ship.
All right, starting in the whirlpool, he is dragged one in, and then he can move half speed. In this case, that would be 3.5, and we're going to round that down.
Okay, so yeah, 3 forward then.
Get me out of here.
Are you going?
Turn to the right. Full speed ahead.
Okay, you are inside of the space, so you get pulled one towards it, and then you're at half speed. You
Can I
have
turn again?
so you can move 2.
Can I turn
Not until
again?
you move. Not until you move.
All right, whatever. Just go 2 then. Turn again, right.
Okay.
Is there something I can roll to go another one or no?
Yeah, you can try.
What's this? The D what? 20?
It's a D20 roll plus. Oh, I don't remember if it's your screw.
Plus ship
It's
agility plus
crew
your
skill or
agility.
agility.
It's ship
So minus
agility.
2.
Ship agility. And then I think
D20
you also
minus
had your agility, don't you?
No, because he's the captain.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Is that enough?
it is
Yes.
enough. Just so you know, if you hadn't done that, your movement and the pull are identical, so you would have just fought forever.
Just sat there.
All right, I would also like to get out of here.
Okay.
Uh,
You move towards it 1, and you're at half speed, so 3.
is that rounded up or down?
Down.
Down. Okay. Then I will turn 1 notch counterclockwise,
Okay.
and then I will attempt full sail. Successfully. And I will move 4 spaces out of there. Thank you.
Do you have
Very good.
a mine?
If I do, it was given to me while I wasn't here.
I thought I gave 1 to each of you guys.
If
'Cause
I have,
made 5.
No, I
if those
refuse to
guys
allow them
lose,
on
but
my
I
ship.
have one, then I will drop it.
Okay.
What's that under?
I said no, I refused to allow them on my ship.
That makes
No,
sense.
no, I made 5, but I gave 1 to each of the other fast ships.
If you refused to allow one on his ship, I would have it.
Yep.
I'll take 2.
Okay, I can take 1 out of my inventory. That's not that hard.
Unless you want
Okay.
it.
Write
Oh,
down
no,
that you have another one still then.
Yes. Oh, holy shit, I actually did write it down. It says sea mine here. Perfect. I completely forgot, but it's a good thing I took notes.
And now you don't even have to alter them.
Yep.
Okay. Has everybody gone?
I believe so.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and resolve sea mines, which are pulled 1. 1. They don't move.
Fortunately, we did get around to putting sails on them.
Well, that would be a fire ship at that point. Frankly, I'd like to have you could put a skeleton in there just cranking away on an Archimedes screw. Like one of those Japanese suicide torpedoes, except the person flying it is already dead.
Not a bad idea, actually.
So, yeah, the sea at the center of this mess begins to glow very brightly. And then you are met with this. A ghostly glowing ship emerges from the center and begin sailing up the side against the current.
Our turn.
It's your turn.
All right.
Well, that's something to shoot at.
Let's go. My speed. I go like 3. Then turn right. Wait, can
Yep, you can hit him.
I? Okay. I don't like whatever that is. Fire!
Okay. Roll all the attacks you're rolling.
I don't remember too long. How many attacks do I get?
You have 4 broadsides, and you have 3 small arms attacks.
So I can roll 4 broadside attacks?
Mhm.
Oh god, what's how you do the roll for 4?
So to hit is d20 plus 1, correct? Your crew
It's
skill?
your crew
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah, but how you roll them all at once? I mean,
RR, the number of rolls, and then the formula.
Space
Spaces.
in between them.
Okay. You miss.
all of those miss?
Yeah, they fire straight through this ghostly apparition.
What?
It's a ghost ship.
It's a ghost ship. It's non-corporeal, Haze.
How do you kill it?
Magic.
Hopes and dreams.
I have
Take-
no idea.
Unicorn
Take me
tears.
another north. I got one more movement. And then I sing the sea shanty.
Okay. Which one?
Only one I know. Down among the dead men.
Okay. I recall that is forced movement. Read it to me if you can.
Dark waves crash against another ship, move at 1 hex in any direction, and loses 1d8 HP.
Okay. Well, waves, I mean, attempt to crash into it, but it's not there, really. So, yeah, I mean, the waves lash out at it, but, they just kind of pour over and through it.
What?
It's incorporeal.
What is this? The fucking prophets?
He's with the prophets now. I gotta get back to watching DS9. I've been slacking. Maybe we can do some of that after we're done with this.
Maybe try firing a broken cannon at it.
A what?
Yeah, just load a cannon up with, like, salt and holy water and statuettes of the Virgin Mary and shoot it at it.
Well, you've still got small arms attacks. I don't know if there's something else you want to do, Hayes.
If there's not, I can go.
I don't want to do anything else.
Okay.
No, it's simple. You get a cannon and you break it, but you don't give it a proper burial. And then you fire it at the ship.
All right, who's going?
I'll go.
Okay, go.
So I will first rotate 1 notch clockwise. I'm not in the whirlpool, right?
Technically, no.
Okay, now, correct me on this. I started my turn close to the wind. Does that continue to affect me after I turn?
Yes, it's whatever you start your turn at.
Okay, so my movement is still halved.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, then I will move forward my 3. And then I will lead my crew in hurling curses at the ghost ship. Except Lobster Legs doesn't know any actual magic, so it's mostly just going to be a lot of swearing with like bits of various superstitious sort of litanies being hurled at this ghost ship by myself and the crew.
Okay. You can do that.
Yeah, just a whole lot of back to the depths with
I'll be
ye,
right back.
plague be upon you, etc.
Okay.
But if that doesn't use my action, then I will attempt full sail.
It does not, and you may.
And I fail. Okay, that's my turn.
I will go forward 7. Rotate to the right after moving. Thank you.
Go clockwise. Then 4. All right, is that close enough I can see on its deck? If it's going up the side of a whirlpool, I should be able to, see down into
Yeah,
it.
you can see.
Do I see any crew or anything like that?
Yeah, there's lots of ghostly shapes moving about the decks.
All right. I'm going to summon my tentacles, and they appear and attack D6 creatures.
Okay.
So ritual. Double lock.
Do me a favor. Read the text of the spell.
They appear and attack up to D6 creatures of your choice.
Like the flavor text? Do you have the flavor text?
No.
Okay. Let me acquire.
What ability is it?
Eldritch Tentacles. It's a ritual.
Yeah, it just says they appear and attack D6 creatures, D6 damage each.
Okay, there's no flavor text?
Nope.
Okay, that's a shame, but regardless, I would say where you currently are, I would say you have advantage.
Oh, okay. Dice don't like me tonight.
It matters little.
Then I will use my last devil's luck.
Oh yeah, I suppose we should roll those.
Yes, you are welcome to roll your devil's luck again. Okay.
Okay. Then that's +4 for the spirit. I was just either way. So yeah. Then D6 target. So
Okay.
3 of the crew members that I can see, preferably higher ranking ones.
Okay, so you don't hit any crew members. You don't hit the ship. But the ship does jolt, and it briefly like flickers out of existence. And you notice that there is like a tall stalk with an a light at the end, sticking up out of the water.
Ah, okay.
Well, and then the ship is back.
Yeah, I tell my my crew to aim for the center where that stock was. Fire off the broadsides.
Well, one. Progress.
And then I'll move my other 3.
Weren't you also facing into the wind when you started?
Oh yeah, I did. So
I think I already let you round up on your speed anyway, so we'll call that good.
Okie-doke. I thought it was. Oh yeah, it's half. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. So these are going to move in. I'm going to move him so I can move him. All right. And that's fine so far. He's not going to do anything yet. Actually, I guess he can fire on the... No. I really don't want to focus fire the voodoo when he's not here. I don't think it's particularly effective. We can have him come about. So the galleon begins firing its guns. It has 2 broadsides at a +3 skill. So 1 hit. D10s. All right. This ignores armor.
What?
And it kills 4 zombies.
What?
So basically, yeah.
Wait, what's the total you got there? That doesn't. The amount of crew.
You had 1,200 listed.
Actually, it says it's 1238.
Yeah, because you have 38 of them sitting in your cargo hold.
Yeah, you couldn't fit them in as crew because you can only have double 600.
Well, you only killed 4, right? So.
Correct. That's it for now. Basically, a bunch of just like green ectoplasmic slime materializes after it passes through your hull, and it splats a bunch of zombies.
They're already dead. They're affected by this?
Yeah, it's like acid. It's not great. They would be having a bad time if they could tell you about it. The bad guys are done.
Did you
All
say
right.
there was
Or the
something...
monsters are done. Sorry. The monsters are done. The bad guys' turn is starting.
Ah.
I was going to correct you again and say sea monsters, but no, that still doesn't work.
So I'd like to move forward 3. And I should have a clear shot at the ghost galleon
Yes.
illusion thing. And I'm just going to give it everything I've got. How many broadsides and small arms do I have? 2 and 2. All right. All right. Firing 2 broadsides and 2 small arms.
Okay. The 21 hits.
Which would be the first small arms. What was the damage for that?
A
D8 plus 2?
D4 for small arms plus 2.
Ah, okay. For 5.
Yeah, that's progress.
Yep, and then I'll move forward 3 more. And turn to the right 1 notch. There you go.
Okay, who's next?
Left. Forward. More. 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 Right. Ah!
Okay. Oh my.
Might want to devil's luck that one.
Well, one of the ones at least. Something. Oh, you didn't roll your two. Okay. Okay. Well, that one becomes a 20. That was your small arms one. Go ahead and roll damage on your small arms. That would be a D8 plus 2. It's a 20, so we're going to double the value. We're going to call that 14. Progress. Okay. Who's next?
I can go. 1 up. Let's see. How much further do I get to go if I'm facing the wind or facing straight downwind? That is.
I think right now you're just at 7th speed.
I know, but I'm saying, do I have to start my turn facing that way to get extra movement?
As long as you don't start your turn facing one of the 3 away from the wind directions, I think you're probably fine.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. But let me
There's
see.
no bonus speed.
Bonus speed.
Ah. No, there is no bonus speed? Okay.
No. What? No.
Alright. Then in that case, I will go forward 1. And then I will, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've got enough speed. Actually, I will go forward 2. Then I will rotate 1 notch clockwise. Then I will go forward 5. Right up alongside them. And give them a point-blank barrage with the broadsides and small arms.
Okay.
Is it all just crew skill for this?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that should have been a 2. So that should be an 11, a 14, an 11, and a 5.
You need a 20 to hit.
To hit the creature under the water?
To hit the creature hiding in the boat.
Okay. Then it looks like I miss. More curses.
Indeed.
And that was my action to do that?
I mean,
It's 2
know,
actions.
you get 2 actions, but if you did both
Right.
weapons, then yes, it's both actions.
Okay. Then, yeah, that was both of my actions to do that, so I'm done.
Okay.
Voodoo should probably just go straight away.
I'm just gonna have him do this, and I don't know how fast he goes, but we're just gonna have him do that.
Mm-hmm.
7, so 2 rounds he'd be well out of range.
Yeah. Okay. Loki? Gregorio?
Well, I'll go clockwise 1. Forward 2. Drop a mine off the bowsprit.
That would be brave.
No,
It's your turn immediately.
Yeah, the right side. I meant so it was more in the whirlpool. Yeah, starboard bow. My bad. And then we'll turn and move to 5. No, other way. I should clarify. I would like to turn anti-clockwise and move 5.
Okay. This is acceptable.
And then I'll fire off a broadsides at the.
Give them a volley.
Okay.
Nada. All right,
Nope.
that's it.
Okay. Mines. Nothing yet. That thing is circling the drain, though.
Mario tunnel noise.
Accurate. That light shouldn't be there anymore, by the way. Okay. That because that was from this, and this has moved. But yeah. Anywho. Okay. The entire whirlpool moves, including the mines.
But what you don't realize is this ship is carrying mines.
So I'm guessing we're to classify these as head-on collisions for the mines when they detonate.
Seems likely. Okay. And then this guy moves. And he fires on the rock lobster. He doesn't have that many guns, so it's just 2d10 after we roll.
Ooh.
Hey, that was wrong. But I think both of those do
They
hit,
both hit.
though.
All right, and I subtract my armor from those.
Not against these, and these are targeting your crew as well.
They got
What does
them
that mean? What
fancy
does that mean
guns
as
from
well?
Racer.
Does it do damage to my hit points and my crew?
No, what I'm saying is they target your crew specifically, and they bypass your armor.
So what, I lose 15 crew?
Yes.
All right then.
And by the way, they basically melt.
That's no good.
Yeah, there's a sizzling sound. It's very unpleasant. They're like screaming.
Do they
And
turn into goop?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Does the goop fall through to the lower level of the ship? Through the
I mean,
little
yeah,
holes in the floor?
it's not exactly airtight or watertight, so yeah, that does happen. Yeah.
Does someone on the deck below slip in the goop?
I don't know. Not a lot of time has passed yet, but probably. A lot of goop related questions here. Okay. That's it for now.
Alright, so it's our turn.
It is your turn.
Well, I guess I'll just fire on the ship from my starting position.
As one does.
Does not look like I hit. I will go forward 1 and rotate counterclockwise. Forward 1, rotate counterclockwise. And actually, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
I give them a volley.
Give them a volley. One hit, and the damage total will be doubled.
Make a character sheet. Oh, that's it. I have 4 north. And 1 to the right.
All right. Pete, you want to go?
Yeah, I can go. I will. Let's see. It's right next to me. Is it? Yep. Fire from my starting position. That's better.
1.
Hmm.
Good rolls, though.
Yep. Unfortunately, that was with my small arms. For 4 damage against the creature, minus whatever armor it has.
It has no armor.
Oh,
It
that's
is
good.
just large.
Ah, just a lot of HP.
He's thick.
And I know what I'll do. I'm going to go forward 1, 2. 2. And then I'm going to lay another mine directly in its path. Actually, is that hex to the right of me where its bow is that like occupied? I
That
want to
one?
leave it like right there for it to run into.
You can do that.
Okay, that was 2, and then I will go forward my remaining 5. And then, since I haven't turned yet, I will rotate 1 notch clockwise. That'll do. And then I'm done.
Okay. So, the mine that was closest circling the drain.
Did Ruffles go?
Ruffles, is there
Did I?
something? I don't even recall. You want to go? Because your mines are about to splash down. Go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'll just salvo at the ghost ship.
Sure. 1.
8 damage to the high stock.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's 3 rolls. I don't even remember what the mechanic looks like. Let's
We
go
did
look.
percentages. I'd say like half or quarter because 50% is the minimum you can do on a head-on.
Yeah, well, it's 1 head on and 2 glancing, I think is what we're gonna call it.
All
So you
right.
get to roll a d8 3 times. The first one is going to be the head on, the other 2 are the glancing.
Well, one of those is Pete's. He can roll one.
That's
What am I rolling?
perfectly fine.
One of
Roll a
the
d8.
glancing. Roll a d8 for the
Ah.
glancing.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay.
I wish I'd rolled that for a head on.
I don't think it would be fatal to him.
Not to this thing. Let's follow the pattern. 85.
Okay. So we'll resolve these one at a time, I guess.
We'll probably head on first. That would be the first to go.
Yeah. It's going to be a percentage of the total. So his total is 1666. So he loses 65% of that.
These things are OP. We need more of these. Let's just turn my ship into just a mine ship. Like 18.
So his health was 1052.
Yep. That's why I was saying with the size, we could make the mines a small, half the percentile, because obviously he's going to be able to soak a lot of that.
I have a hard time with that given the fact that he is literally sucking these mines directly.
Oh, he's
towards him.
consuming them. Oh, I thought he was just
Oh,
making
I
a
don't-
whirlpool towards him.
So I don't.
Never mind.
I don't see a version of this where he doesn't ingest mines and regret it immediately.
Well, I think the first one solved it.
So this creates several irregularities. Firstly, the large sea this ghostly galleon disappears instantly. The light is snuffed out. And then this whirlpool actually continues to move. In fact, that's not enough. Hold
You're fading, AGR.
Come back
Oh.
to us.
So your whirlpool gets bigger. It also, for some reason, now has taken on this this sort of reddish hue. I can't imagine why. Yeah, and I guess I can get rid of these mines. Yeah. So essentially, it is very clear that this monster is deceased, but the whirlpool has not stopped. In fact, it has gotten larger. Now, Loki, it looks like you're slightly in there. Probably still not a problem for you, but all this blood in the water seems to have attracted attention.
The sharks or what?
Swimming in formation.
I just have them prepped like that, so let's see.
Zombified
Zombified
Oh my god, it's the Meg.
The Meg.
The Meg is coming for
Oh,
us.
Gilbert should have been here
It's
because
the-
we watched that movie.
It's the wolf shark pack.
Oh no.
The strength of the wolf is the peck, and the strength of the peck is the wolf.
Okay. So you start to see shark fins in the water. They dart up and down. Clearly, the Leviathan no longer gets a turn, and the sharks use their turn to announce themselves in, horrifying fashion.
Oh my god, Spectre.
Yes.
We need zombified megalodons.
Yes.
You have them. But they want to eat you. That's the only problem, really.
But didn't we say there's a way we can attempt to take control with our dark ways of the dead?
You can attempt a lot of things. It is your turn.
Spectre, attempt some dark magic.
Sure.
Spectre goes to the side of the ship and begins chanting Wololo.
Whoa.
I don't think that roll's correct.
Yeah, spook.
I like it, but
D20 plus a spirit check.
you're
Yes,
missing the D.
Yeah, you just told it to do 20 plus 4.
Oh, whoops.
Total accident.
Okay. You have gained that shark's attention, but it does not appear that you have swayed it to your cause.
I suppose we could always kill it, then resurrect it. Somehow.
By the way, it's starting to rain.
Wasn't it already raining?
It stopped briefly, at least. I don't know.
Just giving you shit. The weather changes every session, remember?
It sure does. Yeah, it's looking pretty dark. I mean, it's already dark, but the clouds are dark.
Is there a bit of the megalodon above the water to shoot?
It's going to be a difficult target, but yes.
Right. Ah!
Well, the problem is, I don't think any of them are in your arcs.
What?
If he turns to the right once, he'll be able to see that first one.
I don't want to go back towards that thing.
Okay then.
Okay, turn left once. Go forward one. Turn left again. No. Yeah. Now can I shoot it?
Yeah.
Ah!
All right. You hit it with a 16. 1, 2. Okay. That 2 is a 20, so yeah.
So that's 14 times 2 plus 10. So that's 38. Oh, he's gone.
Okay, you make shark fin soup.
Nick, would it be easier now to resurrect him?
Well, there's a lot less corpse left.
Well, I guess I'll drop the clutch and fire at that shark and start heading north. The one closest to me.
So the whirlpool has gotten worse. So you
Yep.
are dragged twice, and then you can do whatever at half speed. So you can move 3 times.
Would 3 pull me out?
It would probably pull you out. It'd be right around here, right?
Okay, then I'll take one of my actions dash. I'll just fire broadside.
Okay, yeah. If you dash, you'll be out. If you don't dash, I think you're still in it. The
Yep.
edges
So
are
I
a little
will
far.
just fire broadsides at that one close to me.
Okay.
I forgot to re-roll. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Everybody's critting like mad today.
Never a good sign.
He's. It's not the crit though. That's the crit. Ah, close enough. I think that is also another dead one.
I believe it is.
All right, then I will take an attempt a dash. What is my one? I Scooty a little bit more.
Well, I suppose on my ship I will turn to the right 1 notch. And shoot the Megalodon. I'm going to Devil's Luck the 1.
Okay. So I will say you're 15 hits.
Okay. What's the small arms again? D4 plus 2?
Yes.
And then I will go forward 7.
That first one I moved him 2 notches. Okay. Pete, did you go?
I have not gone. See, for me, uh, hmm.
You want to hurl yourself into the whirlpool? Okay.
Was there another one to the north, or no? No? Okay. Then, let's see, I will need to attempt a come about. Which is ship agility. I succeed. So let's see. I will rotate. Yeah, I will rotate 2 notches counterclockwise.
Reread that because I believe, if I recall correctly, I don't have the book in front of me. That gives you a third turn on your turn, but it doesn't give you 2 in 1 hex.
Oh, right, you have to move. And in that case, yeah, I'll just move. Well, I can't move 2 in 1 hex. So I will rotate 1 notch, and then I'll have to go forward. And that actually puts me in the arc. No, I'm going to use it to turn back the other way. But after I fire. That was one of my crew actions, and the other I would like to shoot at it with my main guns.
Okay.
Okay.
So you shoot the thing and then you turn.
And then I turn.
Okay. Go ahead. You shoot.
And I miss, and then I
Which
turn.
thing did you even shoot? Because this one's dead.
Oh, that's dead? Oh, I didn't read that.
There's one on the north side of the
Oh, then I
whirlpool.
would've
You
shot
could
that
move
one,
forward. Yeah, if
It
you
doesn't
move
matter.
forward, you would hit it.
Yep. And then I will move forward my remaining, I think, 6. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'd
And then
fired
you-
after you moved.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, and you missed him.
And I missed, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Good stuff.
I was trying to figure out what he was shooting at too. I was like, "You're gonna shoot the
I
mine?"
was shooting at the dead one, but I didn't read that.
I thought you were shooting at the mine. All good. Okay, so and then did Hayes went first, then me, then Under, then Pete. So yeah.
Okay. There's a very loud sort of cavitating sound, and this like bubble erupts from the sea where the whirlpool was as the whirlpool dissipates. And you hear this very loud, low groaning sound.
You hear what?
Loud, low groaning sound.
The that cavitation where that water starts to kind of flood back into position has caused some really choppy waves as well. I'm gonna say, everybody, roll yourself a d6. Actually, do me a favor and roll 2d6. Okay, Under, we'll start with yours. Your first result is going to be which direction you get moved. One is up north, so you move this way, and your second one is which direction you get turned to. So 3, that's 1, 2, 3. So you're now facing here.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the rock lobster next. Let's see, that's 1 and 3. So 1, not you.
Under just did a 360.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Now we'll do Hayes. Where are his rolls? 3 and 1. It's harder with his ship because it takes too many spaces. So 1 would be here, 2. So 3 is basically sideways, and then 1 means he's rotated north. Okay, I don't know, man. You could go over here, do that. All right, Loki. Imperio 2 and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Also, this. Somebody roll me one
Vector
more
rolled.
d6 for the. He did for that one.
Well, he rolled, but he was on Hayes'
Oh, he didn't
ship,
need.
so
Okay. Well, we'll use the 3. So it moves here. Okay. Now the sharks go. I don't know if you realize this, but the sharks were really actually just interested in the red mist. So, 9.
that one's dead.
Oh, was it? I thought it was this. Is it both of them?
Their 2 were killed.
Oh, you know what? They should be getting tossed around anyway because they're like they can't resist whatever the wind's doing anyway, or the waves are doing. I should probably mark these guys, huh? But that's inconvenient.
Well, I'm sure the zombie sharks are friendly. You know.
I could mark them friendly, but I don't want to because I won't pay attention to that. Okay.
Well, they want us all to be their chum, don't they?
Okay. They are done. The sharks are just kind of they're basically like jumping up out of the water, grabbing whatever the largest chunks of gore they can find, and then diving back under.
Mm.
Well, if they're not moving to attack, I'm just going to kind of sit there then.
I don't know why they'd be going after us. They should just be going after the easy prey. The easy meat, that is. It's already dead.
Yeah, just when they first arrived, I wasn't taking any chances, hence the shooting at them. But now that we can see they're not attacking us, whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll throw some whale hooks over the side on the one that's adjacent to me and tow it with us
Sure, where are you taking it?
wherever we're going.
Man,
Calling
David
it
needs to calm the fuck down. I don't know what he's doing that's giving me all these notifications.
Okay. So if you guys are not actively engaging the sharks, they are definitely preoccupied, and they're not likely to begin attacking you randomly.
All right, can I do a retrieval attempt on that? Mines.
Yes, you can attempt to retrieve the mines. However, I'm going to need you to roll me, because this is sort of right at the middle of where all the gore is.
Yep.
So the time it takes you to go about there, I don't know how likely it is a shark doesn't hit it. So, roll me a d6. On a 1, you might be close enough to eat a little bit of that glancing blow. Okay. A 5 is fine. You get it.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think you gentlemen are okay. You can probably safely acquire 2 zombie shark corpses without having to create any additional corpses. By the way, watching those things eat is really weird because they're eating a lot of things and they don't necessarily have like I don't know. They're not like 100% of the shark, right? So a lot of the stuff they're eating is they're just like eating it and then like it's coming out of the side of their throat and they're spinning back around and eating it again like several minutes later without even realizing.
Ooh,
I don't know what he rolled.
that's my my rituals for the day.
Oh, okay.
Forgot to roll it.
Then, yeah, we'll continue on our way. Where were we going?
Back
You
to
were
Jamaica, I
leaving-
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
you
we were.
Okay. Well, you begin your trek back to Jamaica. The storm gets ever worse as you do. By the way, the wind is blowing exactly the wrong direction to get back to Jamaica as of right this moment. And yeah, it's a pretty harrowing trek.
There is some more stuff I would want to do that same day. I'm just looking at the rules for it. First off, how do we yeah, well, I won't bother with that. That just makes the math hard. What I'd like to do is attempt to use like an hour apiece to bring back some of my fallen crew using my my lifeguard skills.
Okay. So you are currently sailing in the midst of a pretty heavy storm.
Okay.
So anything beyond sailing is going to be fairly challenging.
Hmm.
Because you've kind of got to have all hands committed to that, right? If you're
Okay.
trying to sail home in really bad seas.
Well, can I have someone take the helm while I do this?
I'm
Spook.
gonna do something here involving a ritual.
Ah.
Sorry, what are we doing? I was being attacked.
I have to check to see if that passes because I forget what that is.
It's 12 normally.
Yeah, usually it's
Okay.
12. That's probably fine.
So it's gonna be nice and pleasant and sunny with the wind blowing the way we want it to for the next. Where's the number here? Sorry. For the next. For the next 4 hours.
So you gentlemen find yourselves in the eye of a massive storm, and the eye seems to follow you as you sail in this just lovely sunny day directly overhead, but you're surrounded by immense clouds and obviously choppy seas. It is uh, it is off-putting because it looks like terror in every direction.
I was not being attacked. I retract my statement.
Blink twice if you're making these messages under duress.
All right. Well, now that we're not in these rough seas, I'd like to spend the next 5 hours attempting to revive crew members.
Okay, well, his thing lasts 4 hours, so
I'll roll 4, and then we'll handle the 5th one.
okay.
If David doesn't answer, you know why.
Right.
Is
It's
he teaching
because
you how to use the handcuffs?
he went to go live on a farm somewhere, right?
He stepped out to get milk.
I think he went to go live out on the lake.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see, so if I'm spending an hour apiece doing this, it's 8. And how does getting HP back from resting in this game work?
I haven't even looked at this book in several weeks, so I would
And
would
it's
not be able
never
to tell you
come
off the
up.
top of my head. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The rules.
You're trying to heal your crew.
Here we go, rest.
Well, the crewmen you had melted.
Oh.
I
Oh,
recall
there's
them.
nothing left of them?
I mean, there's enough left you could mop them up, I guess.
Well, I'm trying to use return from the locker on them.
I mean,
But if they're just like...
what does return? What does return from the locker say? Because I mean,
It
if
just says
return from the
recently
locker
deceased.
can return. Okay. I mean, if you think it would reasonably return a crewman from being the contents of a bucket, then that's fine.
No, I don't think it would. That doesn't sound reasonable to me, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
That kind of sounds like a soul back to the body kind of thing.
Yeah, I was
Not-
envisioning it
not a
as
lot of
like
body.
CPR, but for death.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do very much. And really, if it does bring them back, they're gonna still be in the bucket. Probably, it's not a great thing.
Congratulations, the slime in that bucket is now alive.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be happy about that either.
No, I'm just going to end up
Eyeball
with...
floating on the surface, glaring at you.
Going to end up with that one character from the Orville who's voiced by what's his name.
If you tried pouring it in a toaster and playing upbeat music,
Anyway, yeah. So you got 81 crewmen left.
Yep. Well, I didn't
So
bring any back, so that's it.
So the 4 hours end, and the storm resumes. Although it does take a while before, like you have like a gradual transition where the clouds start to slowly roll in all around you, and it gets to a point where there's still like a pinprick of light coming down and just illuminating a little bit of the deck. As the storm rages all around. Uh, Spectre is standing in the one dry spot on the deck all the way up until the moment that the rain starts back. All right.
it's too bad. Let me know. I'll make it go away again.
I mean, you can make it go away, but it'll just come again another day.
Well, you have a well supplied like flotilla here, and even though the waves are crashing pretty high, they're going over the deck on a lot of these smaller vessels. Um, you have the support. I think you can probably make it back to Port Royal if that's where you're headed.
I think that's the idea. See, Pirates, Caribbean.
Okay, so you return to port. You have 2 zombie sharks strapped to the sides of your vessel. And by the way, the whole way, um, they've been getting picked at by whatever fish are in the area. So they're definitely.
Oh, I was gonna say if the Prince of Darkness has a big enough crane, we might be able to pick them up. That way we don't lose any of them.
I don't think that would be possible in the storm. If you mentioned it during that 4-hour window, I think you probably could have done that. Um, but yeah, I don't, unless you had stopped to do that again, I don't think it's likely. They're definitely still usable corpses, but there's a lot. There's not a lot. There's a little less meat on their bones.
Oh, that's a problem for Hayes and Bo. I don't remember what Hayes' name is.
Guys, I just had the most heavy metal idea.
Oh.
We're going to need more sharks.
You guys can raise them.
Here we chain a shit ton of sharks to the bow and just have them pull us where we want to go.
He is right about how metal that is.
Hmm. That's an Hailstorm album cover right there.
These sharks were pretty fast. They had a speed of 9. So, what are you gentlemen doing in Port Royal?
Well, we're probably divvying up the loot for shares. How much crew survived?
Voodoo
Wait,
has
didn't
2
we have other ships we had towed somewhere to something with?
Yeah, we completely forgot about those. Yeah, we would be towing those right now. We would have dropped them for the combat, but we've towed them back to Port Royal.
What's the problem? We were in a whirlpool.
AGRs. No, they weren't near us during that fight, though. We had left them a little bit.
We parked them before we did the whole New Orleans thing.
Oh.
This is correct.
Then we went back and picked
See,
them up.
glad I'm here. How y'all would forget about our booty?
Well, my current crew is 81.
So we got
My
Voodoo's
crew?
is hold on. So 81, Voodoo's was 24.
Me Inspector 2.
Okay. Loki
Well, actually, that doesn't count in the normal crew count.
96
That's just
and Dutch 57. Okay. Okay.
Also, wait, what booty do you have? What?
We have all the loot from New Orleans.
Yeah, we have the liquid cash from New Orleans that we boosted.
We already did do. I didn't think we did that yet.
Yeah, we did that.
Was I here?
I think so.
What?
Yeah, we
Remember
burned
New
it to
Orleans was
gold.
attacked by like
the
fishmen?
Fish people. Oh,
Yeah, the fish people.
yeah.
That was New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
basically just like
fish
murdered everyone and then stole all the shit and left.
Not everyone. I got a wife out of the deal.
Oh yeah. By the way, Port Royal, I don't have it prepped, but it doesn't look great. It's looking very much like the storm wrecked the shit out of it. It's still standing. It's still kind of standing. They might be having to do some construction slightly elsewhere because a good chunk of the port got like hit. But yeah.
Can they repair my ship?
Well, right now they're in no condition to repair anything except for the port.
Can Ruffles' men repair my ship?
Well, right now they don't have facilities because the port is damaged.
That's why I want to build our own port.
But to be honest, your ship's barely damaged, so I don't think it's a problem. I think you could probably fix whatever that damage is. It's not critical.
This is basically our own port. I'm my other character is the governor here.
Yes.
By the way, Spectre, you got some resurrecting to do. We still have 168 bodies in our hold.
Yeah, but they're easier to store as bodies. Because your ship can only hold so many crew numbers.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, we've been doing this in downtime as needed, you know. This.
Did we resurrect our pets yet?
You have not made an attempt to do so.
Would these sharks be considered recently deceased?
They're recently redeceased.
Well, actually, no, you're going to want to resurrect them your way, because mine doesn't give you control over them.
Yeah, you probably don't want a totally healthy, not undead shark. You know, it's not ideal. They're not the most cooperative.
I'll attempt to resurrect one. What do I roll?
I would just roll it just like you're rolling the thing for your skeleton.
I don't remember that at all. It's been like 8 months since we played this game. D20 plus spirit.
I believe it was a spirit roll, and I'll say it's slightly harder than the skeleton, so it'll be like a 14.
I think I made it.
Yeah, you did. That's one.
I don't know that one. Huh.
Okay, well, the other one's still dead. But you didn't get yourself sent to go play golf with death or anything, so that's good.
Spectre also try to resurrect it?
He has not done so.
I can if you need help.
Well, can I just keep trying, or how does that work?
Well, if he would like to assist you, you can roll again. If he would prefer to roll, he can roll.
Yeah, that's him assist me. Is it still the same roll?
Yes. Okay. He has assisted you. I will call a 12 successful.
Oh, cool. Cool. We'll call those guys the Vanguard. Set in the Vanguard.
That's what you're calling the sharks?
Oh my god, they have a speed of 9?
You got to come up with a better name than that.
What do you want to call them?
I don't know, there's got to be some kind of good shark-based pun we can do.
I don't know. The shark from Jaws is Bruce, right?
That's from Finding Nemo.
Isn't that where they got it?
Is that where they got it?
Might be.
Oh, yeah.
They never named it in the movie, but yes, the robots were called Bruce, Bruce 2, and Bruce 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Only Bruce 2 survived filming, if I recall.
Yeah, those.
The other, Bruce and Bruce 3 sank.
Sharks. So these should be Bruce and Bruce 3.
Well, that makes sense.
No.
Well, you can train them so that whenever you want them to come by, you can just whistle.
Marco and Polo.
No, that's not bad actually.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because it's aquatic too.
Yeah.
Marco and Polo.
There's an easy one, the fin guard.
The fin guard?
That's funny.
Yeah, instead of the Vanguard.
I like Marco and Polo. Well, since they pull us along, you can call them the Jets.
Could they technically tow a ship?
I would say they can do so at half speed.
Interesting.
You round that down so they tow you at the same speed you move, but they can tow you against the wind.
Oh.
I don't know what all loot you guys had. If you're trying to divvy it up or something, you're gonna have to start giving me some info on what you had in your holds.
So in our holds, we had 10,350 silver worth of loot. I didn't keep an itemized record for the valuables. I just wrote the gross amount. And then I believe we had like 2 or 3 frigates from the French we had stolen. Well, killed everyone on board and towed. You know, prizes of war.
HR lost our ships.
Well, there was a fight on the way to New Orleans, and we captured 2 or 3 ships. And then we like dropped them off before the assault on New Orleans.
I'm still sad that I missed Operation Katrina, mostly because I would have been happy to call it that.
That is absolutely what we did too.
Would have been on. Wasn't it just a water map?
It's the one that's got the coast on one side.
Oh.
No, you've got. Yeah, it's the one that's got the coast on one side. I forget what it's called.
Oh, there.
Okay, so it wasn't just 3 frigates. It was actually like 3 different types of ships. A frigate, a man of war, and whatever the fuck that is.
The flute.
A flute? Okay.
Well, that's a galleon. At least the model is.
I mean, it makes sense. If I recall, it was like a bait ship or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's only got 50 HP, so it's probably not a galleon. It probably is a flute, right? Because you're. I'd have to.
A flute has 50 hit points. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that's what it is.
Yeah, galleon is 65.
That's right. Can't remember where I look for this. It's been a while since I've had to use this thing. So you don't know that if you had anything. Oh yeah, none of these had anything in the holds at all.
Right, because it was a bait fleet.
Right. Okay.
But the ships themselves have value.
Yeah, the port's not in any condition to really deal with buying and selling ships right now. But you do have the ships.
Right. We would probably like have the crew like assist the rebuilding of the port, like while we're at Port Royal.
It is kind of our port.
Yeah.
And all the carpenters are in town.
And it basically directly benefits us to have this be a working port.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So we would pay them what we have out of the currency, and then tell them to come back when the port's fixed up so we can sell these ships and have more money.
Okay. So you're gonna dole out shares from your cash reserve, and then they will spend probably about 90 days doing repairs.
Right.
Okay.
And then, like, as we're discharging them to repair the docks, we probably would have kept a log of who was on the ship, like asking them to give their name. So we can also, so when they come back to claim their share of the prize ship money, we can keep track of who's been paid and who hasn't.
Absolutely. Okay. So you spend the 90 days getting things decent again. See if I remember what rates any of these go for. Does anybody remember what rate these went for? You've sold a flute before.
I don't
That would
recall.
be under if he's got it in one of his spreadsheets somewhere.
I didn't. It's not a log. It's just I use it for math. I don't actually use it to keep like a log of what we're doing.
Let's see. I remember, for some reason, I remember the Tartane was 7. The sloop is 7.5. I remember that
I think a galleon went for 10, if I recall.
yeah, I think the galleon uh was 10, or it might have been slightly higher than that because you had upgrades on yours.
Well, no, I'm talking about the base price.
Yeah, I think the ones you sold though were higher because they had
Yes. Yeah, but again, I didn't keep like a log of what we've bought and sold. Like this is a ephemeral spreadsheet. I just use it to keep track of current stuff.
We'll call them. Honestly, the flute is probably less than 10 at that rate, and the conditions of these are really terrible.
We kind of shot them to shit.
Yeah, but the time it takes you to fix them, like, I feel like the cost incurred versus because like
We wouldn't come out ahead.
fix them, yeah, it's going to be identical basically. So
that's fine. So what would we get for them? So the flute's probably what 8.5.
I think we're going to call it. We'll call it 9, and then we'll call it 10 and 12.
Okay.
Especially since the port's broke, I do think they're undervaluing these things, but reconstruction efforts.
Right. All right. Well, let's see. So we have a total of 258 crew, 5-player captains. Or just 5 players in general, since we're basically paying all the players at captain rates.
Yeah, I think that's
so each crewman would get 151 silver, and each captain 454. Out of a total haul of 41,350.
okay. That's not terrible.
No, should be enough to keep them in their, standard of living for a few weeks.
Okay.
just so everyone can easily keep track.
Mm-hmm. You might want to include a ping on that one. Or
Wait, that's our total share? Measly 400?
if you
Hayes,
don't want it, give it back.
it's pirate ratios. Everybody gets a fair share. Ours are a little bit bigger, but you have to realize how many crew we have.
Thought we had less since I got rid of all mine.
Yeah, and if you hadn't, that share would be much smaller.
Did we sell the ships?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all that we got.
Yeah. There is a total of 276 shares to be divided out of 41,350.
All this democracy stuff. Jesus.
This
So-
is why pirates had a tendency to crash their boats.
Which is basically 151 silver per share. Each of us gets 3 shares being captain, so we get 454.
Alright, so what are we doing now?
Well, you evaded the material I had prepped, but
What?
I mean, I kind of knew that the monster was definitely going to eat some mines, but I had hoped that you would fall slightly more into his trap.
Getting stuck in the whirlwind? Getting eaten?
Well, I don't think that was likely because he was going to be dead before any of that happened. But yeah,
Well, how best can we terrorize the French?
Yeah, we could plot to hit another French port.
you may.
Go down south?
I was going to go out east.
Well, south and east.
Hey, Jared, can you post the map of the Caribbean again?
Yes, give me a moment.
Why don't we do we already hunt the Urca de Lima?
The what?
Spanish treasure fleet.
Yeah, you already
He's been watching too much Black Flag.
you took out the treasure fleet a long time. Wow, he was quick, man. I was still pulling it up.
Did we
Yeah, Hayes, remember? And then we sacked Havana at the same time.
Yeah, that was the same thing.
Like I was thinking we'd go out and hit the, Montserrat, Guadalupe, and the Martinique ports.
Yeah.
Okay. You had a whole chain there. Very fun.
Mm-hmm. Like we've already cost, the French, New Orleans. Tortuga is a pirate port. The Small Prince port is, it's we should be strategic about just reducing the French assets in the area.
Mm-hmm.
They'll teach them to send their ships after us.
I think we should use all of our money to dig a canal through that thin strip of land between Mexico and the Spanish Main.
What a cockamamie idea.
And then we
Who
could
would
charge
ever
exorbitant rates to sail through it.
That sounds like an incredible waste of time. Who would pay for that?
Well, given the propensity for falling for financial scams, we could probably convince the Dutch to pay for it.
Oh, that's a better idea. We should say we're going to do it and then not actually do it.
Sell shares in like the South Canal Company and
The Caribbean Sea Company.
then when we take the money and run, we end up like collapsing the Dutch economy again. But yeah, I think we should set out to raid and pillage.
Sounds like what we do.
It does sound somewhat like what you do.
And if we hit 3 ports, maybe we'll get more money out of it than this time.
Yeah, I actually have a decent score worth splitting.
You want to go for the pirate hat trick?
Yes.
But I'm pissed.
I mean, if you want to make real money, you're going to have to lose some of these people that you've got hanging on.
Well, we sort of need them to run the boats, though.
Yeah, that's like basic cost of doing business.
I'm okay with just causing more damage to get paid more.
Technically, though, you only need them until the job's done.
That's bad for business, though.
Yeah, it's bad for our longevity. I think what we should do rather than worrying about money is fixate on the things we want and try to get them without paying for it, because we're pirates.
Okay. Well, Martinique is a small island between a couple of friendly ones. We could easily, probably take the island.
There you go.
I mean, I think we're technically just not allowed to attack the Spanish. French are fair game, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't we just capture Martinique?
Beautiful. You have a plan.
Indeed.
We set out.
Before we set out, I think some people need to up their crews. Like you need to fill the slots of people that didn't quite make it back.
Yes, I do.
Or made it back in a number of buckets.
The crew was some people got demoted from crewman to caustic cleaning solution.
Yep. I need to hire 15 people.
As long as you hide the buckets, you guys pay consistently. I don't think you have any trouble finding 15 people.
Yeah, and I need to hire 3. Well, yeah, that's part of why we keep paying regularly, is because it does make it easy to keep our, ships fully crewed.
Yep.
It means you don't have to go on recruiting drives, and it means you don't have to take the absolute scum of the earth, bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Well, I mean, if you do have to take them, at least you know you can kill them at sea, and you won't have to pay them.
I was going to say, don't we already have the scum of the earth, lowest bottom of the barrel?
Yeah, but you're the ones in charge.
That's a fair point. All right. Top up crew and how's their party reserves in town?
The what reserves?
Powder reserves.
Oh, that's what he said. I thought he said party reserves, and I'm like, what?
Damn.
Yeah, the party reserves. How hard is it going to be to get a reservation?
The town
Well, I
has
would
been
like
very,
to-
very wet, so powder is at a premium.
But it exists.
It exists. Buying it might be dangerous for the town.
Speaking of powder, I've heard the natives on the continent have access to this miraculous medicinal plant that they like to use to treat their sick. There might be some money in that.
They're growing opium here?
No, not opium. It's this other
Opium
thing. They
dancing
call it the
powder.
coca leaf.
Yeah, the coca leaf. They
Ah.
chew on it. I mean, it's not hard to find. You can definitely go get it.
All we need is blackjack and hookers now, because we got the blow.
Sorry, what was our game plan? I was distracted.
We're gonna go capture a French port.
Anyway, I bring it up because while all of this raiding and pillaging might not be sustainable in the extreme long term, I think drugs might be.
Well, that is. It does seem like that would be a very good
Oh
cash
my
crop.
God. Think about how much cocaine we could strap to the Megalodon.
Dude, think of how fast the Megalodon could go if we
Oh
gave
my
it cocaine.
God. They could be the drug runners.
That is you brilliant bastard.
We need more Megalodons. Turn around.
Fucking cocaine-powered zombie shark pulled
Well,
pirate ship.
we could also turn them into torpedoes, and just
That's
you know.
wasteful.
Well,
You
no,
know
they
what?
could just re-raise them.
If you want to dose your megalodons with cocaine, that is fine. They will up their speed from 9 to 10, which means instead of going 4, you will go 5. But you will have to keep them a steady stream of cocaine.
Which is why we need to take over an island, because that's where we're going to grow the cocaine.
It's all coming together. We're gonna have the skeletons do it.
The skeleton farm. Cocaine farmers. Oh
This is the weirdest game of Sims I've ever played.
my.
Yeah, this is The Sims 2 Castaway for the Wii. Great game.
All right. Well, I think we're all crewed up.
You are indeed.
We're all paid out. We're re-provisioned. Do we want to hit those north 2 islands first and then capture Monique? Raid them.
Yeah,
Get the loot.
absolutely. That sounds great. That seems like a way to maximize our takings here.
Yeah. Because then we can fortify for the French recursion. Because it's most likely the first port they go into. Catch them with their pants down when they come in to resupply. Of those 3 AGR, when I did all my scouting, that's probably the biggest.
Martinique, yeah.
All right. Then yeah, let's set out. See if we can't get another one of these sleeked frigates.
Okay. Give me just a minute.
Okay, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom.
Welcome back.
What are we doing now?
AGR is quickly prepping up the ports we're about to assault.
Ah, good, good.
And perhaps some shenanigans that happen along the way.
Perhaps.
My name. Yep.
That's fair. Welcome back. We're getting there. Hold on. Okay. So, I don't know how you guys want to set up your formation, but kind of on the horizon, there's quite a few contacts. You would be coming from this direction, but other than that, you can dictate how you want to have your marching order.
Well, we probably want our fast ships to come in, single file. and basically go in direct so they can to direct in front to engage the other ships. Hayes should probably take his big fat slow ship full of undead.
Hey, my ship's not fat. You'd be nice.
Okay, his big boned slow ship.
His ship's not fat to him, but apparently his girlfriend.
Hey! She's
Wow.
bad. When she sat in my chair, I said, that chair can't hold 2 babies. She's still mad.
Yeah, and Hayes's big boat should head directly for the fort where he can unload his troops and take the fort. We'll provide covering fire against the other ships.
I mean, let me know if you want this modified. You want them single file?
Yeah, I want our fast ships single file, so all the frigates single file. Ah, fuck it, the Dutch Courage can lead.
I assume you wanted to keep Voodoo.
Yeah, Voodoo's not here. Hayes' ship is probably going to be behind and to our right in this formation. And he'll go right along the coast straight for the fort. We're going to keep going north and kind of swing in to engage the ships.
Yeah. Come in a blind spot of the fort so he can get to it without getting shot at too easily.
Right. We're the distraction and covering force. He's the amphibious assault crew. They've lit the grail-shaped beacon.
I just want to make sure there's enough there that you know what their range is. Let's see how close that is to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's close. It's pretty close. Maybe I don't remember which one did I use.
Light
Energy
dome.
Field.
Was it this? Right?
No, not that one.
Light dome, maybe.
Light
Oh,
dome.
that's not visible enough.
Light.
Light dome?
Up. No.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it is. There's a bunch of them, man. There's some weird ones too.
Black hole. That's actually.
What's distracting, but it does give you a good idea of the space. No.
Chroma.
Hexadome?
Which one did I use? Because there's one.
Yeah, you had ones that were they were nice, smooth, and clean.
Wait,
What about Hexadome? Hexadome. Right above ghostly light, below mysterious emanation.
This whole thing is a.
Nope.
That's very.
Oh shit, they've got a shield. Our cannons aren't big enough to punch through that.
You know what?
Turn the animation all the way up.
If you turn it way down, you could make a lighthouse.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not showing every frame.
It's faster than whatever he's streaming at.
Set the animation to none. Set the type to none.
There's one of these that gives you a solid. I
Circle.
think I have to adjust the. Yeah, I might just have to.
Turn the attenuation all the way down. Not luminosity, attenuation. Set that to 0.
Oh yeah, perfect. That's what I did. Yeah. Okay, I don't actually need this to be very different.
I like that dark one. Turn the absolute death field back on. There we go.
What the fuck is going on? I look away for 1 minute.
Just trying to figure out what's gonna make it obvious
Oh,
what the range
that
is.
did a good job.
Yeah.
Dropping the shadow.
I mean, if you turn the color intensity down to like 0.1, it'll probably be a little nice.
Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. Well, we probably don't want it to be maybe 0.15.
There you go. Yeah, because we can see the boundary, but it's not overpowering.
So is this our new island?
No. This
This is the outer fort pickets.
That is pretty much exactly their range.
Okay.
Yeah, but are we taking this place?
Yes. You are going to go in and land your undead at the fort. We're going to fight the ships. Take the fort, Hayes.
What kind of help does this fort have?
You don't know.
But my question is, are we staying here or are we just looting and scooting?
Looting and scooting.
Yeah,
It's
this
got
isn't
a-
where we're planning on setting up camp.
It's got a nice fort, though.
Yeah, but the other one will have a better fort.
It's about to have a zombie problem.
Yeah.
Aren't you people
anyway,
going
yeah,
in
we'll,
first to draw the fire?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're sailing in first to draw the fire. They'll be looking at us as you get closer, and by the time they realize you're there, you'll be close enough that it doesn't matter.
Well, I have a death captain to lead ground actions.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's your turn, guys.
We'll sail, but we probably would have came up like 4 or 5 hexes closer to them. We're going to be just out of the range of the fort to bait them.
Right.
And then we'll sail past and be like, hey, we're here. Hello.
Oh, we're going to do
How's
more than
it
sail
going?
past. Move me up 7, please. Is any of their ships in cannon range?
Your range is right there. If you were all the way against the red, you could hit him. Like,
Yeah,
That's where we
move us
wanna
over.
sail up then.
Yeah.
That's where we would sail up, right out of the range, so we can hit them.
Yeah. All right, who am I in range of?
just a ship of the line. You might not want to be in that ship's range, though.
It'll be fine. I fire upon the ship of the line
Okay.
with all 4 of my guns.
Okay.
Wait, they have a ship of the line too?
Yeah.
Yes, Hayes, we're not the only ones with ship of the lines.
Are you sure?
Okay. 3 hits.
Okay, it's got a D6 of armor. What's my broadside? It's a D8 plus 2, right?
Uh-huh.
So it takes 5 from that. And then the small arms. For targeting small arms, yeah, it gets its armor too.
It gets its armor reduced by 1. You ignore 1 tier.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly. Except for the part where you rolled wrong, but you did the
So
part I
2
did.
more damage.
Okay. Okay. Who else is going?
I think Pete was next in the battle line. Pete, you here?
Okay, Pete takes the dodge action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the dodge action. Okay. Moving along.
And yeah, same for me. I'll move up. If I'm not in range, then I won't fire. I'm not in range.
Okay.
Hayes will move up to him, assuming.
How do I get the zombies in? Do I have to land on one of those docks?
Well, do you have a way to get them over the walls?
But sure, we have some.
That's what we
ropes.
need. Zombie catapults. Just take out the front mast of his ship, lose 1 speed, and you have zombie catapults.
I mean, you know, the undead in the very first session launched skeletons with cannons.
Oh yeah.
They did do that.
All of Hayes's guns are now on his deck for some reason, pointed up in the air.
So we can launch our skeletons in cannons.
I mean, that's going to replace your broadside with a boarding action. But
Oh,
yeah,
ranged boarding action.
yeah.
Whatever, just put me forward. Whatever I could go. I have I'm having my sharks be low though, so they can't get hit. They're underwater.
Okay. They can't really tow the ship from underwater, but it doesn't really matter. Right. I mean, they can tow the ship if they're under the surface, but if they're like, you've got them leashed, so like they can't be going down and be towing you without also dragging the bow down with them. So you can have them under where they're not going to be targeted, but they will not be helping you move the ship.
What? I didn't say they're attached right now. I was just wondering for future.
I
Or-
mean, if you don't want to attach them, that's fine, but it was trivial enough. I didn't really have a problem with it.
Well, there's just no benefit right now.
Well, they have a range of 9 then, so are you moving them further?
Sure. I'll be right back.
Okay. I guess that's everybody. Enemies get a turn. Three broadsides. That's not right. 3 broadsides targeting the brigantine. That's only 1 hit.
Would appear so.
You have armor.
I'm pretty sure I do.
4 damage to your hull.
Okay.
Then they're gonna go ahead and move 1. And turn 1. And they are going to fire as well. Two hits.
Are they shooting at me still?
Same target.
Okay.
And these are D8 plus 2. Okay. This one's gonna fire on the rock lobster. Two hits. He has a D2 as well. $12 damage. That's all he's gonna do. This guy's gonna start to come about. And that's all he's gonna do. This guy's really confused. And he's probably still on the beach, so he's not doing anything this round. All right, top of the round, you guys.
All right, go forward 7. And then I'm going to fire at the ship of the line. All guns.
Okay. By the way, there's a guy with a little rowboat on that other island, and he's got a shovel, and he seems to be looking for something.
Okay.
Two hits. 2 damage.
That's all for me. Is Pete back yet?
He is. I can go. Where am I in here? Oh, there I am. Okay, are we focusing on the ship of the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big morale hit if we can take that out.
Biggest threat.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I have to go do something. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll move up and I'll dash if I can to get a line on that. I do not dash. Can I hit him? I mean, yeah.
Yeah. One.
Should I help you guys take out these ships before I
No.
do it with the force?
Here.
We got the ships.
Oh yeah, minus d6. No damage. Bounced off the hull.
You know what? I mistyped the 5. He can still lose the 1 health. I don't care.
All right.
All right.
And then Hayes.
That was unrelated to you. Just somebody stubbed their toe really bad.
The sharks, is their attack like? Can they like ram the bottom of the ship from underwater or something?
They have a ram that
Like-
does the D12.
Fucking hell.
All right, they move towards the ship to ram it.
Are coked up undead sharks.
And I don't I don't have a big issue with them turning more than twice. It's once per hex, but they can turn however fucking many times you want, but once per hex.
Alright, move me north. Does that mean I'm in range or no?
The next time you have one more movement, but if you move, you will be in range.
What's my range to shoot? Am I out of range?
You are currently out of range. You both have a range of 12 hexes. So as long as you're facing the right way, if he can hit you, you can hit him as long as you're facing the right way.
But if I move forward one this turn, I can't shoot, but he could shoot.
You could move forward one and then turn slightly and you could shoot.
Nah, because I need to be able to shoot back. But so if, like next turn, if I move forward one, I could shoot and then move away still.
Possibly.
But
Okay.
Hayes, you want to like don't move right now, but next turn start moving towards the fort as much as you can. Even if they hit you, you're going to be able to soak the damage, and then you can land and capture the fort and use its guns against their ships.
Alright, whatever, let's go.
What are you doing?
That's it for now.
Okay.
Okay, I am back again. I can actually take my turn this time now that my roommate has been let back in to the apartment.
Well, we already moved you, but if you'd like to go ahead and take a shot at somebody or something, you can.
Yeah, that location's fine. I'll just shoot the ship in the line. Ooh,
Not bad, all hits.
very nice. I'll roll the 2 broadsides first. Followed by the small arms. Oh man. Well, that's what I got. And that's my movement. I'm fine with that. I'm done.
Okay. I think he's down a broadside. All right, so enemy's turn. And now they begin firing. So you have 2 French frigates, and they're both going to fire broadsides at the Dutch Courage.
As one does.
What type of ship do you have, Hunter?
I believe it's a brigantine. Nice and speedy, but a little lightly armored.
Okay, so one of them blows up one of their guns, and the other one succeeds twice.
How the hell did they blow up their guns?
Loaded improperly.
Net 1 on the broadside.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
All right.
I believe I have a D4 of armor.
Oh, do you have? Is it a D4?
No, D2. Okay.
Okay, you take 7 damage.
All right.
Alrighty. And he can't hit you. This guy's gotten aboard his dinghy at this point, and he begins to furiously row in this direction. All right. Your turn, guys.
All right, so Dutch Courage. Forward 2. Turn to the right 1 notch. Forward 1. Broadside into the front of the ship of the line. Like all my guns into the ship of the
Okay.
line.
So be it.
Total of 1 net damage.
That is closer to dead than he was before.
Alright, that's it for my ship. Actually, no, my ship forward 1 more. Yeah, there we go.
Peter Hayes.
Send the sharks to go ram the big ship.
Okay. I didn't realize these guys are dead against the wind because I set that randomly. So they are going to be in a bad time.
Yeah, they kind of fucked themselves there.
Okay. So they do a D12 ram. Doesn't ramming damage have a bonus if you move multiple tiles first? I feel like it does.
Maybe for them. I don't know about boats.
I think it.
All ship add plus 1 damage for each hex that ship traveled on its last move.
They both moved 8 hexes, and they have a D12 damage. So once you roll, so you're going to go ahead and roll a D12 plus 8 for both of them. They don't miss. They can't miss this thing.
She got more of these things.
So
I'm sure they're excited now.
you all hear a very loud cracking sound, and this ship is shoved, and like you can visibly see this ship get like you hear the crack and it like lurches downward in the back like it's being dragged halfway under as something sinks its teeth into it and like swims past, and yeah, they're having a bad time. You hear screaming.
Ooh.
At least some of the crewmen saw what just happened.
All right, go ahead and move me. Go 2 forward. Turn. Go 1 more forward. Turn right. No. Go 1. Turn back. Go 1 more forward. Fire! Wait. Should I fire at something?
Yes, shoot at the fort.
Ah!
Roll to hit with your broadsides. Are you firing cannonballs or are you firing skeletons?
How does that work? Like, what if I miss?
If you miss, the skeletons don't get inside.
Where do they go?
Outside.
Probably bounce off the walls and land on the ground below.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fire their skeletons yet.
Well, for every shot you hit, you get skeletons inside the fort and cripple their capability to shoot back.
They're your skeletons. They're your decision.
So how many can I fire at once?
Well, you have a ship of the line. A ship of the line likely has around 104 guns, maybe 106. A broadside's about half that number. So we're gonna say you have probably we'll call it an even 50. If you were actually, I'll tell you what, we'll call it 10 per broadside you have. That makes more sense. So we'll call it 40 skeletons.
All right, fine. I'll fire 40 skeletons in there.
Well, let's see. Hit, and that one's a crit. So that's that you don't do regular damage with this. So I'm not sure what a crit does. I
They
think
squeezed a couple extra skeletons in the
he
cannon.
lands directly on some of their gunners of the cannons facing my ship.
The skeleton just hot drops on one of their gunnery
Okay.
platforms.
So somebody decides to overload that cannon, and they fire 3 skeletons out of that cannon. One of which flies over the roof of this fort, strikes the flagpole, grabs onto it, and yanks down their flag.
Alright, so how many have I launched over?
You
Total?
have successfully launched 42.
Yeah. They begin their assault of the batteries. Am I able to see how many men are in there now?
I mean, your skeletons are. I don't think you can see out of their eyes.
I don't think they can see out of their eyes.
Fair point.
Alright.
You know the skeletons are doing this at the gunnery platform.
I can hear the music.
Dun 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 dun.
Mm.
So I'm gonna
Managed darkness.
Scale divers.
say every round you have a 1 in 4 chance with this number of skeletons that you control the cannons.
Are you saying you roll something?
I'm saying that if you guys have all gone, it's going to be the enemy turn, and when it's time for the fort to go, you have a 1 in 4 chance of controlling the fort.
Oh, we have not
Okay.
all gone. I still need to go.
Pete and Ruffle still need to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pete's in front of me, so I was waiting for him to go first.
Makes
By
sense.
the way, I did repair my ship. I don't think you ever fixed it. They repainted her.
You go to Slack.
All right. As for me, I cannot see the ship of the line anymore.
No, it's pretty obscured.
I don't think you got to worry about her much longer.
Yeah, well, I'll just shoot at that French frigate. It hits in on the ship of the line. Two hits. Or does a 13 not do it?
Yeah, those hit.
Okay, that is 3 and 4 broadside damage.
It has a D2 armor.
Shame.
So we got this French frigate, that French frigate, and the other French frigate.
There's also the brigantine.
Yeah, you could call them this, that, and the other one.
Pete, you need to roll the armor.
Roll 2d2.
Oh, right, I forgot. One and three.
Eu dou foda mais.
Okay.
Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I should, so that you can shoot. I'm just thinking about where.
Put yourself right in front of that other French frigate. Force him to turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've only got three, so.
Hmm.
Hmm.
He's saying you have 7.
Why do you only have 3?
I started close to the wind. Look at the gauge.
Oh yeah, you did.
And. No, I don't want to go that way. I would like to turn one notch clockwise. And forward one. And then another notch clockwise. As I conduct a boarding action against this French frigate. Because it just happened to work out that way. But I can't do that yet. That'll be next turn.
Okay.
All right. Well, I will go forward 2. Actually, from the angle I was at, go back to real quick. Can I hit the back side of the frigate from there? Or the man of war? Or ship of the line, sorry.
I mean, if you hit a 13, you will hit him. If you hit a 12, you will hit the wrong ship, but you will still hit an enemy.
Okay. I'm happy with that. All right, so my broadsides connect.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hits. 11. He's having a bad time.
The remaining
then-
hands seem to be climbing the rigging to get as high as possible because they can tell the ship is about to go under and they don't want to end up underwater with the gigantic sharks. The ship
And
is
then,
no longer operating, obviously.
all right. Then I will move 1 turn clockwise, and then 1. I should just be out of the fort's range. No, forward 1, then turn, then move.
I will say that that is technically out of range.
Yeah, they can take my bowsprit off if they want.
I think less than half of the thing is in red, so we're gonna call it.
All right, yeah, then that'll be it for us. I think I was last.
Okay. Yeah, everybody left on this ship of the line is terrified, and they're about to try to run the ship aground uh, because they are not willing to be underwater with giant sharks.
I'm just looking at this map and feeling bad for that poor fucker in the dinghy.
Especially with the giant sharks.
Yeah, it's like it's out hunting for treasure, and all of a sudden there's this huge mass of fucking ships on top of you.
So they basically run him over as he's sailing up because they scrambled, they turn the ship and run it aground, and they crash directly into him. But they run that ship right the fuck aground to get away from the sharks. The crew is scattering onto the beach. They're diving off anywhere they can that is dry land.
They're diving onto dry land? That's not going to go well.
They're hell divers.
Yeah, they're swinging off of ropes. They're climbing down the side. They're doing whatever they can to get onto the ground without, being dead.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it here for me.
Yep. I suspected we would.
Been fun, AGR.
Are you gonna do your roll for if I have the fort?
Yeah, roll a d4.